Bruh.
Right when I was about to start the video, it started doing that. Anyways, let's get this video started, guys. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing well. How was your weekend, etc.? What are your plans for 4th of July, if we're even celebrating? Because honestly, like, with everything that's going on, it's like, bro. The first is just any excuse to just do something big to see family, you know? But anyways, hope you guys are doing great. If you're going through something, just I hope you've been talking to the Lord so he can help you. My alarm went off, sorry guys. So he can help you get through or get past whatever you're going through, because either way, when you leave it in his hands, stand still and do not worry, because he has your back. He has your back. So do not worry, stand firm and strong in your faith, and just trust that he's battling those battles for you, because he battles for us that we don't even know about. So that makes us winners every day, and that makes us victorious every day. Every time that we have him by our side, that makes us victorious. I was not even gonna do this video, and I was not even like prepared or nothing. So before this, I looked kind of bummy, and before I started the video, I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna get him bummy, because I was gonna get him like just do it, but then I was like, you know what, I don't want them to see me on my worst because I'm sick. Let's not get started. But I just did my lashes and I just put on lip gloss and that's it, and brushed my hair, because my hair was like, it was not giving. It was giving like poofiness, because my hair is weird. It's not curly, but it's not wavy, so I don't know. And even then, like, most of my hair will get like a specific type of curly, but then also be wavy, and then it'd be like so weird. So I don't like it. Not really when it gets like that. Well, I liked it when it was like long, but when it's short, I like it straight. But I'm still thankful to the Lord for giving me the type of hair I have. It's just, I knew what I was getting myself into when I cut my hair. You know, like, I'm gonna constantly straighten it. So yeah, like, maybe it was a mistake cutting my hair, but I want my hair short. Not gonna lie, I kind of really like it short. But mainly when it's like straight, because my curls or whatever, my waves get weird and thick because I have thick hair. As I was saying, I'm sick. If I don't sound like it, or maybe I do, I've been having a sinus infection for like a couple days. It started Monday, but it hit strong this morning. Like, I was like, okay, I'm taking care of it. Nothing much is gonna happen. It was just pain for 2 days, like around my nostril, my nasal area. I mean, my nostril, my sinus, and my sinus, like way back there, where it all just collects or whatever. I'm not a doctor or nothing, but from the images I see, and you know, the like, not the research I was doing to see what was going on, and how like the sinus infection works and where it clogs and etc etc. You get my point. It was just hurting, and I was like, you know what, I'm drinking tea, doing this and that, like, I'm gonna get better. But I also wasn't like taking a lot of medicine or nothing, so I wasn't really doing much, because I was like, maybe it's just all in my head. Because, you know, there's a lot of things going on right now, and there was this, not theory, but this scientific thing supposedly that I heard, that they studied on people and they made a fake virus, and they made those people believe that was like not real, but like they made them believe things, and then they started to feel those things. But because that was just their mind putting it in their, like, you know, they were putting it in their mind, so their mind was like scared and like, oh, what if I have this, and so they started feeling it, and then it started turning into something that was not there. Even my dad was like, I called him, I was like, half a sinus infection. He's like, don't believe that, like this, that, because he gets them, he would get them hell actually, and then he got a like surgery, for the sinuses, and he did not get better. Like, he just can't breathe anymore. I don't know what they did. They messed him up, but I called him and was like, I have a sinus infection. That's why I couldn't go to the lake, because they went to the lake and they invited me, and I didn't want to go because I was not feeling good because of that sinus infection. And he was like, just ignore it. It's probably like it's really just the influence on people, and they believe everything, like COVID-19 or whatever. And I was just like, bruh, okay. And so I did that, but I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just keep drinking tea and like take this medicine that I still have. And then my son's grandma, eventually she bought me some because I didn't have any more, and thanks to her, like, you know, I was taking that and it kind of helped. And then this morning, let's not say like, okay, yeah, I can't sleep lately because of it, but when I tell you the pain was bad, it was bad. Like, my sinus infections never got that bad to where like literally my bones were aching. Like, all this, the back of my head was like aching, my jaw, then my arms started aching too, and I was just like, what? Like, my body was starting to hurt. And I was like, dang, this sinus infection thing is really, it's crazy. Like, before, it'd just be like my head hurting, and then just like all this, like just a bunch of pain, but not as much as it hit today. I was like, excuse me? Like, it could get this bad? Anyways, I was just in horrible pain, and I felt like I was not getting oxygen in my brain. Like, literally, it hurt. And then I just went back to sleep, because when I feel pain, I cannot tolerate it. I used to have a high pain tolerance. Now it's just super low. And I just gotta sleep through pain. And so, oh my goodness, it was so bad. Like, I'm telling you, after, I was just worried because I was gonna have to wake up again and pray, like, you know, wake up to pray. And I just wanted to keep sleeping, but I was like, nah, bro, like, how am I gonna get through this day like this, like with all this pain? Like, oh, I can't do that. And then I just got on my knees on the floor to God, and I was mad because, excuse me, I was mad because how was I gonna do that? Like, how was I gonna pray and get through my day, like, with my son? And all? I was like, oh, I don't even have help. How am I gonna do this? Like, he jumps on me and all this stuff, and he's just gonna make me feel worse. And like, obviously, I'm not ungrateful for my son. It's just, you know how it is with kids. It's hard because I've always been the one who has to take care of everyone, but who takes care of me? But anyways, I love my son. I'm not complaining exactly. I'm just saying, like, how am I gonna get through this day strong? And so I was just praying and begging him, like, Father, please, like, this better not be something bad, because I had also done my research to see, like, why my head hurts. And some people were posting that they were missing like a part of their skull because their brain had to breathe, or like the virus got into their brain and they had to like get it cut out. And so I was paranoid. I was like, excuse me? Like, please, that better not happen to me. Like, the sinus infection can do that. And I was like, oh, hopefully that's not me. And so that's what I was thinking about when I was praying. And I was telling the Lord, I was like, this cannot be me. Like, I literally, because they didn't get oxygen in their brain also, and they needed the skull taken out so they could get the air that was missing, or whatever, however it went. And then they had to put the skull, that part of the skull, in your belly so it could something I forgot. Like, I'm not a doctor or nothing, so I don't know. Like, I just see. And I was like, Lord, that better not happen to me, because this is not my story. I cannot go through that. So Lord, please stand by me and heal me, because I don't want to go to the doctor, because every time I went to the doctor, they don't really listen at all. And so, you know, I've given up on the whole going to the doctors and dentists and all that, because sometimes I just feel like it's a scam. And though I do still want to go, it's just like hard to trust, because most of them be lying, and like, I don't got time for all that. And I was just praying to God. I was like, please help me. Like, it was excruciating, and it hurt more when I was like thinking like the pain because of all the pressure. Like when I thought, it just made more pressure. And maybe it was just a migraine. It could have been a sinus infection. You know, I didn't know. So that's why I was scared. I was like, maybe the pressure is because I'm not getting oxygen in my brain and I'm not trying to die. My son needs me. And even then, if I did, like that did happen to me, I was like, if I did have a piece of my skull missing, my son would jump on my head and I'd be dead like that. Like, we know that's true. God, that cannot be how I go out. And I was just praying and praying and praying. I was like, Lord, please heal me because I cannot pray like this. I cannot get through my day like this. That cannot be my story if this sinus infection gets that bad. I was like, my son needs me. My son needs a strong mom. Someone who's mentally there, physically, you know, like to attend him and his needs. Like, he needs me there, healthy, and I need him here, healthy. And my son, healthy, doing things in your honor. I get there's a lot of people that are sick or have something and they still preach the gospel, but that's because that's their story. Like, one of his apostoles or disciples that had like these problems in his back and all that, and it was hard for him to move around, and it was just sad because he was always just in pain. But the Lord was like, the only reason I haven't healed you is because why you want to be like everyone else, healthy and fine, like doing the same thing, preaching the gospel, something like that. Like, of course it's still, he was like, yeah, like you're gonna preach the gospel, but with this to show your braveness and your strength in the Lord and your faith, etc., etc. I forgot exactly how it went, but it went something like that. And I was like, Lord, but I'm healthy, I'm here. Like, every time I thought something bad was gonna happen to me or like something bad was supposed to happen to me, I'm fine. And same goes for my son. So you want us healthy and fine. Like, this is our story. Like, yeah, I'll be a boring, okay person, like healthily fine, if that's in your will. Like, if that's boring, but I don't think that's boring if I'm serving you, you know? But also, even then, like, I've been through my struggles and my fights in life, and someone who's not okay either. Well, now I'm okay because of my faith, but you know, like someone that came from a messed up place, or like a scar or something that they thought were stopping them. A lot of people think that's what should stop them, a disability or a disease or something, but God says no, you can do anything no matter what state you are, except some states where I think, like me, I think if I were to ever be in a coma or something, a coma where I'll be fine and wake up, like, okay, Lord, like, if the Lord says leave me, then leave me. But if God ever tells me, like, okay, sign a DNR saying that do not resuscitate because the Lord says that is your time and don't bring people back because it's not their time, like, it's not, they shouldn't be here anymore, then I won't cheat death. Not death exactly, because we don't believe in death, but you know, that passing. But if it's something like, if I wake up and I'm not the same person, I mumble and like I'm just not the same, I really just would say no. Don't bring me back, because my son needs a fit mother that's alive and healthy, you know? Like, there's a lot of, like, yeah, if I was like had something else, like in a wheelchair or something, like, okay, I'd be fine. But something like that, just a lot of people would consider not worth living, then I just wouldn't. Like me before you, when the guy could only feel his head but nothing else in his body. Like, okay, take me, bro. It's not worth it. Not exactly not worth it, but it's just like, I know God would bring someone better, not better, someone good into my son's life. But you guys get my point. My son needs a present mom, not a present mom, a mom that's healthy and fine. Because my son has a lot of energy. I'm not talking about everyone else. Like, you guys have your own, like, battles, strength, etc., etc. Like if you guys could believe you guys could do it without 2 legs, you could do it without 2 legs. But me, I can't. My son needs me. And we both need to be healthy in this life, since that's what you've gotten us so far. Like life is unfair, and I get that life could do that. Life could make that happen, but I was like, Lord, you are the creator of life. And you have control. Life is very unfair. The world is very unfair. And I was just telling him, God, but you are above life. And we both know from everything you've told me that I was going to get far. If you allow me to picture myself happy, running around with my son, playing, doing things in the future, then I know I'm supposed to be healthy. So me and my son both healthy, that we're supposed to do all this stuff in your honor with a lot of energy, mobility, a lot of talking, of course, like a lot of verbal communication with people to spread the gospel and talk about the Bible. And so I was just praying and praying, being like, please help me. Like, it better not be that thing. Like, it better not be that sinus infection that gets to your brain. And, you know, like, I had to be in that position. And I was just praying and praying, like, even though I was not feeling good, it was so hard to pray. I was like, dang, maybe it's the enemy, because he knew I was gonna post on Thursday, and today's Wednesday. I'm recording on Wednesday. I was like, he was stopping me, but you know what? Lord, give me the strength. Heal me, heal me, heal me, please, please. Like, I was begging, and I was about to cry, but I was more angry than anything, because that pissed me off more. Because we both know dang well that was the enemy. Was like, let me get you sick so you don't do nothing. Because I was really not gonna do nothing. I was gonna be in bed all day, of course, just attending my son. Like, Lord, please, 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 please heal me. I continued my prayer, of course, even if I felt like I didn't want to. I was like, I'm gonna do it because God deserves me to pray to him, to thank him for everything still every day that he does for us. He deserves my prayers. He deserves my worship. He deserves me to serve him. Lord deserves everyone's love and all of his children to come home, but not all of his children want to come home. And I finished my prayer. I got through it with faith. Never once did I like faith. Of course, I'm human. I'm gonna get mad. So I was feeling angry and sad. Sorry, someone came to put clothes to dry. Like, it's literally outside the door. As I said, I live in a basement. So by the entrance is like a washing machine and a drying machine. So that's why you're here. Oh, that cough drop really just it's hidden. Maybe I should take another one or not. No. But as I was saying, God's always reminding me to have faith and to trust in his plans for me and my son, because the plans that he has for me and my son are great. And for us to believe in everything he puts upon us, from the dreams to the purpose to the goals, everything. That this will, he allows us to see the clips of what's going to happen and the things he's told us that are going to come for us soon. It's going to come. And I know it is, because I feel it. I feel it coming. My son woke up. It's like probably about to be 12, maybe. But I know me and my son will be just fine. And I know that the future is gonna look beautiful for us. You know, with God right by your sides. Right by your side. Not sides. Whoops. Right by your side. And us honoring him and devoting our life completely to him. I still got a lot to do. Like, a lot to not do exactly like obviously like my goals, yeah, but I mean like I feel like I need to at least do the church at home since I can't go to church right now. No transportation and a loud kid. And you know, I want to do that thing where people are like writing and then reading the Bible. Like it's like a little Bible study thing that they do. And I know there's like a law. Like I want to devote my life to Him more. Like literally pray before I eat it, bless my food. But it's gonna take time to get used to all that. But little by little, I can't wait to fully just give it my all. Like I'm giving it my all right now, but I hope I'm doing like greater things by then, you know, for the Lord. Because really just something exciting, just doing everything for the Lord because He's done so much for me. And then the Lord always, what's the word, reminding me and reassuring me that everything's gonna be fine for me and my son. Like we are all one and He will get us to that purpose, to that will He has for us. And all with us devoting our lives to Him and honoring, as I said, like keeping it 100% with Him. He just comforts me and reassures me that everything's gonna be fine. And that's really the best thing anyone can ever ask for. Like I didn't even ask for that reassurance and He just gives it to me every day. Like He's really always checking on me. Like literally He's always listening. Like I'm telling you, the many times He's just answered my prayers or something I'd ask, my questions, something I'd pray for or ask about. Because I don't really ask for much either. Like I'm usually just thanking Him in my prayers. And because really, as I've said before, I'm pretty sure that like I really asked for everything already. And it was not really much, but He showed me more, like that I deserve more than what I'm asking. And it's just amazing what He does. So please, if you haven't came to the Lord, come to the Lord because I'm telling you, it's worth it. It gets worse before it gets better. Yes, it gets hard sometimes, but it's all worth it. Like I promise you, it's worth it. Like if you don't trust me, trust the Lord because He's done so much good. Not for me, but many people. God is just so good. Let me take a little water break. I need to hydrate. My son woke up. If I didn't say that already, so hopefully he doesn't come and yap. That he doesn't come and give me his whole yap rap session or whatever, because I'm not having that right now. So something I wanted to point out. If when I move, because I don't really get like visit, I always have to ask my family to come over or something, and no one comes. I'm always the one going. They rarely ever come or don't, most. And you know, sometimes people just get tired of asking. And recently the Lord put it upon me to just stop doing that. Like if people are not gonna visit you, they're not gonna visit you. Stop asking because then they'll only get mad even if you're saying it nicely. Like just let people be, and that's what I've done. So if I ever leave and people are just saying I'm gonna miss you, be like, bro, you don't even visit me. Like come on now. Like I'm pretty sure my friends have seen me more than my own family. Like not to be rude, but and this is not like for you guys to take it personal, but it's like I visited most of my family like without an excuse. Even if I could, like not that I couldn't, I didn't have a car or ride, I take the bus. Like I found a way to go. And you know, we're not all the same, but when I'm not here anymore and you ask to come over and be like, Okay, come. No, it's like, yeah, I'll be happy that you come over, but it's like mostly everyone flakes. But don't be coming to me telling me you're gonna miss me when I leave, cause like, bro, when I was closer, you didn't come. Now that I'm far, you don't want to come. Like, make up your mind. But also, when I'm dead, and you say you miss me and you want to see me, why didn't you see me when I was still here? I'm just kidding. I'm not trying to diss anyone, but still, it's true. Like, I'm not gonna ask no one anything anymore. If you want to come over, come over. You guys know who you are. So I was reading my Bible. I forgot what day. It was a couple of days ago. I just barely finished the whole. I forgot what chapter it was. Let me see. Because I'm not sure if it was in Leviticus still, where they were talking about. No, I don't think so. I'm pretty sure it was. Let me see, guys. Sorry. Exodus, where it was just talking about God telling Moses and Aaron how to build the, what is it called, tabernacle, and just not repeating itself, but just talking about how to build it, and like literally specifically how to build it. And I was just like, dang, like, not to be rude, Lord, but do I really need to know all that? And I was just waiting like for it to get like back to like the serious stuff. I know everything else is important too, like how they were building and all that, but I just mean like something that we need to actually hear. Which we know that most of the things that were done in the Old Testament, they don't do anymore. Like the Lord was like, no, don't. Which is mainly what I was reading about, like the whole sacrifices and stuff of like animals and all. I was just like, oh man, like now I see why why Jesus thought that was pointless, like why God thought that was pointless. Like he was like, nah, no more. So I'm on Leviticus now, and Leviticus it's crazy. Like, it's just talking about unlawful marriages and unlawful lusts, a repetition of various laws that he had for us to abide, not us, but Israel. Punishment for sacrificing children to Molech. If you know who he is, you know. It's pretty much the demon of perversion. Like, this is this crazy demon that pretty much has control over everyone now. The guy that people sacrifice kids to, not the guy, the demon. Like, it's just all this crazy stuff. Like, if you want to do your research on him, go ahead, but it's wild. And it's pretty much, like, talking about the punishments and what to do if you see someone do, like, sacrificing to Molech. Where we rebuke him in Jesus' name. And obviously the punishments for adultery. As I was saying, I'm at Leviticus, and when I was reading a specific part of it, it was just talking about how bad perversion can get if you don't cut it. Women don't lust as bad as men do, but men's hardest sin to like contain or defeat is lust. Like, lust is perversion. Like, it gets to perversion, and perversion does not get better. It just starts with the smallest thing, like seeing something on the TV or corn, and then thinking about other stuff. Like, what I was reading was crazy, like talking about bestiality, and of course eventually it talked about how it's an abomination for man to be with man and woman to be with woman. So yeah, it does say in the Bible that's not okay, it's an abomination. But he never tells us to hate on our brothers and sisters. Like, literally, like, me, I don't care. If God says it's bad, then he says it's bad, obviously. But he doesn't tell us to go hate on them and be like, you're gay, you're going to hell. Like, girl, I don't think you're going to hell because you're gay. Like, I don't think that. But as long as you're not pushing it on anyone, like, we're not gonna be pushing our faith on people like forcibly or whatever. Like, if they're not doing anything bad, then why are we like hating on them? If they're literally our brothers and sisters, like, we're supposed to love everyone who they are. And I also seen a comment on this one post because it was something about that exact same verse that I was reading. I forgot, it was on Leviticus, I think it was 18:22. Let me check. The one I just talked about right now. Or which one was it? No, yeah, it was Leviticus chapter 18, verse 22. That thou shalt not lie with mankind as with womankind. It is an abomination. So, you know, that's where that comes in, so that you're not pretty much supposed to sleep with a man if you're a man and a girl with a girl. And once again, that doesn't mean you're going to hell. Cut out again. But I don't believe, as I was saying, that they're gonna go to hell just because they're gay. Like, I'm not one to say that. Like, I know people close to me that are attracted to the same gender as them, and I never told them you're going to hell. Like, they'll ask me, do you think I'm going to hell? I'm just like, I know it's not right, and the Lord says it's not right. Like, it's not okay. But he also tells us to love you guys no matter what, to love each other, or even our enemies, no matter what. That if you slap my left cheek, I'm gonna give you my right. Slap it off. So, you know, like, it's all about respect and love. The post I seen was about Leviticus 18:22. That verse I read to you guys. And someone was like, so then, if God made us to love each other, yet we cannot love each other, then what is God? And I was like, you're not understanding what he said. If you read the Bible, if you understand God, if you allow him that knowledge, the wisdom, the righteousness, then you'll understand. And another person commented, and they were like, well, that's not God. That's the devil, because he owns the world, so he's gonna get to our heads and make us believe that was God. And they're all like, you know how, like, I forgot what they said exactly, but they were trying to say that it sounds dumb the way they said it. Like, why did God make me gay if that's not okay? And then I think it was exactly, yeah, it was like that. And then the person replied, and they were like, he did it. He gave us free will, and that's our... Hi, I'm back. So by now it's been 2 weeks. Sorry for the random cutoff. Like, I've explained it before. My iPhone storage is acting up, and I just honestly feel like it's the enemy trying to make me stop doing what I'm doing. And obviously I gotta keep going no matter what. I'm just hoping throughout this video it does not do the same thing and just like bring up the iPhone storage thing or whatever, because then I'm gonna be so angry. So I've been having it hard. If you don't follow me on TikTok yet, follow me on TikTok. But I did update why I wasn't, I haven't uploaded a video yet in like 2 weeks now. And so I'm trying to every Thursday, as I said, but it's complicated with the whole iPhone thing. If you hear a lot of noise, it's my brother and my son making noise, as you can tell. But I'm gonna still keep making the video. I'm gonna just hope they don't make too much noise.
Anyways, the enemy just been trying to be on my butt so I don't make a video. And honestly, like, I'm glad to see everyone like around me doesn't struggle like I do at all. And like, they have it easy. They have their cameras, they have support, they have money, they got like everything they need. And so sometimes it does put me down and just have me thinking like, oh my goodness, like, I'm not gonna be able to do this. Like, the enemy's not even gonna let me. Like, everyone else has it so easy. And then I just have to remind myself like, nah, but the Lord has bigger and better plan for me too. Don't focus on what other people have or don't. Your time will come, and focus on trying your best, and eventually you won't have to worry about this. Me, obviously. And I'm really just hoping God helps me figure out a way to make money and, you know, to get a camera, a new phone at least. Like, I don't really need a new camera. I just probably another iPhone and that's it. So I could have one for like my TikTok and videos, and then mine for just like pictures and stuff, like my daily phone. But who knows? We'll see. I'm not sick anymore. Like you seen before this, I was sick. And it wasn't pretty. It was a sinus infection. I hate sinus infections. Sorry for the noise. I hate sinus infections. Like, ugh. But anyways, I hope I can make it through this video without iPhone or the enemy trying to stop me from doing it, you know? And if you haven't noticed yet, I did my brows. A package almost fell, which I'm gonna do a unpackaging video, so keep your eyes out for that. Or actually, I don't know if to do it on here or not. Lord, pull me through this. So let's continue where I left off. And I was talking about, I wrote it down, how God gave us free will, and that means it's our choice to make our own choices. No, God doesn't let anyone kill anyone. People make the choice to do it. God doesn't tell us, because he obviously said we can't sleep with our same gender, to fall in love with the same gender. He does not say that. He tells you, love thy brothers and sisters, and love thy neighbors, love thy enemies. So he does not tell us or control us in any way. He gave us free will for us to make our own decisions and choices, because that's how we wanted it, because we got mad when he was involved. So we really just gotta like stop, like, especially if you hear it a million times. What do you think free will means? When people tell you he gave us free will, what does that mean? Does a government give us free will? Not really, bruh. Like, God has given us the most free will ever, and yet we still complain. We still blame him. We still say, oh, he said, like, no, he did not. But read the Bible. He tells us everything we need to know. So the Lord gave us that because he loves us so much, that he gave us a choice to be like, I believe in you, Father. I need your help. I'm gonna come to you fully and devotedly and wholeheartedly with all my will and passion. Like, I give myself to you, you know? Like, fully. No lukewarmness, no nothing. Like your full potential, you're all in it. Like, you want this and you need this, which is God. Like, you need him, and of course we do. Bless you. But people choose to deny him, so that's how he gives us free will. Like, you either need me or you don't, and if you say you don't, then you don't need me. I'm gonna stay out of it. But don't come blaming me, don't come telling me I said this. Like, no, he didn't. He gave us free will. Our choices are our choices. If you decide to kill someone, you killed someone because you wanted to. So y'all need to stop yapping about that, because read the Bible. You got all your answers in there. God's always going to tell you what's right, what's wrong. If you need God, go to God. Ask him for help because he's always there waiting for you to come back if you're not already there with him. Like, y'all really gotta stop lacking. Not to be rude, you know what I mean? It's just like, pónganse las pilas, like for real, let's be honest. Pónganse las pilas. Like, it's either you're in it or you're out. Because lukewarm, you can't do that. You can't do that. Like, how do I say it? God knows our intentions always. Like, you could say you believe in God and all that, but the devil believes in God too, honey. And does he follow him? No. His actions speak different, which mostly all of you who claim you are a child of God or are with God, like, you guys say and do the opposite of what you claim. And it's not only like disappointing, like to like those who are actually taking God serious, and God, he's probably just like, bro, like, come on now. Like, I see through you. Like, I literally know you. You think you can hide what you're doing from me? And I know your intentions. Like, he literally knows everything, girl. Or, dude, like, we can't hide anything from God. Like, he knows everything. Like, let's be honest. We can't lie to ourselves. And it's like, how do I could give you an example. You could say you're with God, but let's just say a certain someone told me like, oh, I love to drink. So and so said I should drink if I love to drink. And I was like, well, I doubt she'd ever say that because first off, I was close to her and I know. And I know she would not said something like that because I knew her. And if she did, that's disappointing because she always said she wanted better for not only herself but her siblings. And then I told her, I was like, that's not okay. And then I was talking about how I had went to my cousin's wedding, and then after they invited us to mimosas, I don't drink. Let's keep that in mind. I don't like drinking. If I do, just like, I told them to put like a tiny bit of liquor, just a tiny bit, because I can't do nothing heavy or nothing like that. No, I can't. So like a margarita, something simple. And so let's remember, the Lord says drink, but don't get drunk. So I was keep that in mind. And since it was my cousin's wedding, and he got like, you guys know what I'm talking about, the big drink. Anyways, it was like, you know, you get my point, like a party size or whatever for like you and your friends. And he was like, oh, come on, drink. And I was like, okay. Like, he didn't peer pressure me, he was just asking. And then I was like, for once, I was like, no, why not? Like, he's my cousin, but I'm not gonna get drunk. Like, obviously, like, I'll drink, but I'm not gonna get drunk. Like, no, I know my limits. And my limit was like, if I start feeling like a little dizzy or tipsy or whatever, I'm just like, okay, no, I can't keep drinking because then I'm gonna get drunk. And I'm not like that, okay? Like, I don't want to get drunk. Forgive me if I do, but I was trying not to do that. Whatever, you get my point. I don't want to get drunk. I don't like to get drunk. So I started feeling like, because I'm a super lightweight, I'm gonna just say that if I drink barely anything, like, I'm gonna start getting sleepy and stuff. And so I just kept, you know, drinking with them. But then there was a point where not just me, but the girls next to me, like her cousins, they were like, I think I'm done. And then I'm like, yeah, me too. It's probably like the last sip I'm gonna take. Cause no, bro, I know if I drink, I'm gonna get drunk, and I don't want to get drunk. I hate drinking. I hate getting drunk. No. And I was like, but at least I did it like my cousin, so we could have a fun experience and all that. Like, you know, it was fun. I'm not gonna lie, but I didn't like want to drink. You get my point? Like, anyways, so I drank, but I didn't get drunk. It's just that, you know, as I said, I'm a lightweight, so I started feeling dizzy, and I was like, and I was like, I'm not drinking no more, bro. I feel weird. Like, Lord, forgive me if I did get drunk, because I don't know what it's like to get drunk. And Or do I? I don't even know, bruh.
Bombastic side eye.
Anyways, I had told my cousin, I texted her and my friend, but like, it was funny. It's like, not reaction. He's like, damn, you drinking without me? Like, every time I invite you to drink, you don't want to drink, but you get drunk with your cousin. I was like, I didn't get drunk. I got tipsy, but I didn't get drunk. Like, let's not even like do that, okay? Because I don't like drinking, and I'm not gonna go out drinking with you ever. Respectfully, like, I'll drink like a margarita or something, but never like drink. Like, no. Or like wine, like, by honey, like, just probably like a bit, not like a lot. As I said, since I don't drink, I'm a lightweight. Anyways, I texted my cousin. I was telling her that. She's like, dang, you getting drunk, you gonna go to hell or something like that. I forgot what it was. And I was like, nah, bro, I drank, but I didn't get drunk. That's why I stopped when I started feeling a bit dizzy, because I know if I kept going, I know I was tipsy. If I kept going, I'm gonna get drunk. And I was like, I forgot exactly how it was going, but I was like, there's a difference, like, of you drinking and getting drunk. Like, if you drink and you know your limits, like, to not get drunk, like, just say 1 beer, 2, or whatever. You have your limits, and I have my limits. And I was like, that's why I stopped, because I don't want to get drunk. The Lord allows us to, like he says, it's okay to drink, but don't get drunk. But obviously, I still don't recommend drinking. You know my point? Like, I'm not saying go out and drink and all that. Like, cool, drink once in a while, you know? But don't get drunk. I'm keeping that clear for y'all, so y'all can, like, get it in your head. You have to have limits when you drink. And she was like, bruh, I love drinking. This, that, obviously. Like, I know that because she always tells me, and I'm like, that's not okay. And then I was like, God doesn't let us get drunk. Like, what? And she's like, well, God loves all of us, and I know he's gonna forgive me because he loves us all. Like, we can do whatever as long as we love him, believe in him, something like that. And I'm like,
Okay.
anyways, that's not what he says. Like, literally, yeah, he does love all of us, but if you do something he tells you not to do, you'll get the consequences to your actions, especially the way you're saying it, your intentions. Like, even if she didn't see it, she's like, that's not what I meant. She just repeated herself again. And I'm just trying to check on her because she's not understanding. She's lukewarm. Like, I'm doing my best to help her. I'm not gonna say names. She knows who she is. She really needs to lock in. I was just checking her. I was like, nah, bro, God knows your intentions. Like, you saying that is so messed up, because he's not gonna take it that way. Yeah, he'll love you, but he's gonna be disappointed and upset that he has to give you your consequences to your actions. Don't be lukewarm, guys. Come on now. Let's do better. Let me see. Oh, let me get back on track. So yeah, all of the choices we make are our own choices. We know better. If you read the Bible, you know better. You know what to do, you know what not to do. If you know not to do it, literally don't do it. Like, literally hold on to your promise with God, and like that change you did for God. Give it your all to stop doing the wrongs you know are wrong and start doing right. Because always do good over evil, to be honest. That's what I learned. You can, like, stop sinning if you really want to, but you gotta have to want to, like, not sin anymore or do things you know are wrong. You get my point. You just give it your all, and you're just like, I'm not gonna do it. I know better. So yeah, bye sin. We also need to stop talking down on our gay brothers and sisters, queers, drag queens, you know, anyone who loves opposite gender, or the ABC order thing that's going on. Like, all the rest, like, okay, like, I already got gay and being lesbian, and then came the other confusing stuff, which I know a lot of gays and lesbians are just like, no, yeah, that's confusing. I don't know why they did that, you know. I'm just like, yeah, I agree. I don't know, but still, We need to stop hating. Like, everyone needs to stop saying, you're gonna go to hell. Like, did God say that? No. Did he tell you to hate them? No. Love them, respect them, always. Just let's stop hating. Especially us religious brothers and sisters, or whatever you want to say. I just say I'm a child of God because religion these days is just like so confusing. It's just all the hate and stuff. I'm sure you guys understand my point, so that's why I don't know what to say. I am. Like, people be like, you're Catholic or Christian? And I just say Catholic, Christian. I don't know. You tell me whatever I am. No matter what I say, someone or something, they're gonna be like, they're all just talking bad about each other. And they're just like, oh, don't be a this or don't be a that because this, that, blah, blah, blah. Hate there, hate here. Bruh. Why can't we just love each other, bro? We all believe in God. We all believe in Jesus. And then some people just take it to the extremes, like a Pharisee that live by the law. And then God told us not to live by the law. He told us to live by Him. Breathe. I said what I said, point period there. Like, stop hating on people in general, bro. Like, just stop. Let's just stop the hate. Like, I'm done. Okay, I know I said it already. I'm pretty sure I said it. I have friends and relatives who like the opposite sex, not the opposite sex. I have friends and family who like the same sex, and honestly, I respect them a lot and I love them all, like, no matter what. And I never tell them they're going to hell, to be honest, because they're not. Like, I don't believe that. I think it takes more than just that to go to hell, you know, like something really evil. And so you guys really just need to stop it, like, bro, like, we need to stop all the hate everyone gives to each other. Yeah, let's keep going, guys. Let's keep going. No more hate, please. We need to stop the hate for real. The next topic that I was gonna talk about last time, I don't know what else I'm gonna talk about because it's been 2 weeks. As I said, it's been 2 weeks since I've made videos, and throughout that time I should have already had 2 different videos talking about new things. But as I said, I'm continuing the last one, and maybe if I remember what I was gonna do for the last video, because it didn't work out as I said because of technical difficulties. Well, the videos to come, not the last video, like, I'm just continuing it, then I'll talk about it, and this video will be longer. The vibes might be off because, you know, I have my brother here since I'm helping to take care of him, to watch him, so my mom could clean her home for a baptism dinner she's making. It's not a party, it's like a dinner. But yeah, like, well, kind of like a comida, but it's not really a party either, like, because they didn't want to throw a party. They'll have a water slide. Like, it sounds like a party, but you get my point. Now I'm gonna sound like that one video where the lady got invited to a 4th of July dinner with her friend or whatever, and they kicked her out because they didn't know who she was, even though the friend told them, the neighbors, who she was. Oh, you guys get my point. Like, I'm sure most of y'all seen it, but that was dumb. But anyways, like, yeah, this is just like a little gathering. Not at this point, I'm gonna just say a party was like at this point, right? Like, at this point. And so she's just been cleaning the house and this and that, and I just been taking him. And yeah, it's gonna be hard to make this video because of that. Not only my son, but him making noise. Anyways, gotta pull through. I'm gonna keep making this video. I'm gonna keep it raw, kind of. I'm gonna clip some stuff out. That's nothing. And well, like I have to edit it. And well, another thing I wanted to talk about was this one video, but not video, this trend going on about moms, single moms, you know, posting how they don't want, like, it's like 3 slides or something, like saying like, I told the guy I'm seeing I don't want him to meet my family yet because unless they're serious or something like that. I don't want you to meet my family yet unless you're serious about me, you know, like committed. And then the next slide would be him like questioning, your parents must be strict. And then the third one would be like, oh no, I don't want you to meet my son if you're not gonna be serious or serious about having a family with me, like taking us both in, you know what I mean? Just in general, like if you're not serious, like I don't want you or my kids or kid. And so man, the comments were so sad. And as a single mother, I was like, dang, because I did not see that energy when guys were posting stuff like this, like single dads. I did not see this energy, bruh. I did not. And honestly, I am so disappointed in the majority of men, because it was men mainly. And they were calling her really ugly stuff. Not only her, I mean all the girls, they were calling them like used, ran through, like pretty much calling her a whore because she got pregnant by a guy that left them. That does not make you a whore. That does not make anyone a whore. That doesn't make her for the streets or used. Like, why don't we say that about men who sleep with a bunch of girls? Nah, but when it's a girl, nah, she's ran through. Especially when she has a kid, she's ran through. Like, what makes you think that? I wasn't ran through. My first was my son's dad. And you're gonna, like, the same with most of these girls, like, y'all just assuming because they have a kid. But when a guy posts something like this, with like a single dad posts something like this, like, he's being praised. And it was just so sad because they do not know what the woman went through with the son's dad and all that, because I went through something horrific. Like, it's just so bad. Fortunately, God got us out of there, as I said, and nothing worse happened. But I know, like, worse will happen if I go back, because as I said, he was always aggressively joking and trying to hit me as a joke, aggressively, especially when he left. And I was just like being, how do you call it, my vulnerability was being like so bad. They were taking advantage of me so bad. God said different, and he said no more. Like, he ain't playing these games no more. If you go back, if you don't cut contact with him fully, it's gonna get worse. And God was just like, just do as I say and everything will be fine. And I did what he said and everything was fine, period, point, period. Amen to that, amen to that. Thank you, Lord. And so y'all need to stop judging, especially men. Like, I can't be angry, but y'all need to stop judging, because God really does be getting tired of us sometimes. Like, we have it easy compared to back then. Right now I'm on numbers, this is it right here, numbers. And it was just talking about like that, and I was it made me irritated and mad, and I was like, dang, Lord. I mean, they, like, not gonna lie, they deserved it, because they were just complaining, and God gave them like, they literally did the best thing for them. And they were especially complaining because they wanted to eat flesh when they had bread, even if it was made out of coriander seeds. Like, you had food and you're in a way better place than you were before, but you're saying that you wish you were back in Egypt so you could eat fish. Like, come on now. Like, y'all were complaining then and you're complaining now. And so now I understand. And I understand how God could get tired of us too, but we have it easy. We have it easy. We have it easy, bro. They did not have it easy back then. And I did not know. Well, only like the adults the grown adults, since they were complaining so much, he said, I'm not taking you to the promised land anymore. I'm only taking your kids. I'm taking Caleb, and I think it was Joshua, right? Joshua? I'm sure it was Joshua. No, yeah, Caleb and Joshua is like, they're the only ones who had like faith and trust me and aren't complaining. So they're going to the promised land, and so are the kids. Y'all ain't though. And I was like, dang, bro, like, that's crazy because people really be complaining that much. And that made me realize too, like in my situation, like my life right now too, it made me see how ungrateful people are, especially like people close to you, like family. And I'm just in a spot where I'm just like, God, who is for me and who isn't? Like, just keep removing those who are not for me, because they're not giving the same energy I give to them. Like, I really wish my family was close, but no. And they're all going down these paths, and then they, as I said, most of them claim to be with the Lord. Yeah, they do the opposite. They do the opposite of what they say. Like, it's not aligning. Like, come on, guys. I want to see all of y'all in heaven. If I make it to heaven, hopefully I do. Like, but who knows? No matter what, I'm gonna still serve the Lord and keep following Him and everything. But it's just so complicated that I just left it in God's hands. Like, He told me to, like, leave me your burdens. If you're whatever worries you, just leave it in my hands, and that's what I'm doing. So, because I trust that everything's gonna be fine. Like, this issue with the iPhone, I'm surprised it's still recording right now, and I know everything will come together as it should be, and everything will be fine. Like, as I've said before, I trust in the plans the Lord has for me and my son, and I know soon things will get better, and I will not worry about the things I've worried about. I've been worrying about, like, things will get better, even if, I lose people, not just me, like, me and my son lose people and all, like, oh well, they just weren't meant for us, like, oh well. And as I was saying about that one thing about people literally hating on single moms, we broke generational curses. We kept our families together. We did our best. It was not our fault that the people we turned out to be with, even though I gave him my boundaries and my standards, he knew them. He was good at hiding them till later. We cannot control people. Men would be so mad if we controlled them. So I don't know why all these guys yapping and like, bro, y'all need to chill, bro. I'm so disappointed in this generation. I'm dead ass. Like those girls did not deserve none of those hate comments, and they're doing their literal best. The guys in the comments are probably the type of guys who, if they have kids, they'd probably leave the girl and the kids anyways, and then claim to be good parents, take the kids, and then have someone bad around those kids, and either get them murdered, killed, raped, or something bad. Like, a lot of cases have been that way. And us girls or guys, because it could be like, it's not only us girls going through something like this, but also guys. If you know that your ex-partner is just bad, and you know that would happen, do everything in your will to make sure your kid stays away from them. Do it. Especially if you have a feeling. It's not just a feeling. Sometimes it's an intuition that is correct. Not sometimes it is. Because that's how it is for me with God. And that's why I'm always thankful, because He always has my back. He always has my son's back. So never ignore it. And so, that's what these girls are trying to do. Protect their kids too. They're not going to keep bringing up all these guys in their house. Like, obviously not. If a girl wants to date, let them. But me, I'm not going to date. And a lot of girls are not. And they'd rather stay single because of our past experience. Maybe yes, like the Lord will bring someone for them, or maybe not, like who knows. But most of us would rather stay single, and most of the single moms would like to find a good partner. Not only for them, like a partner for them, but a good parent for their kid. I don't know what's wrong with people these days, but we really just gotta stop that. Like, well, y'all need to stop that. It's just so annoying and sad. But at least we broke generational curses. I know I did. I saved my son from something that could have got worse. God let me know that. Obviously seen that. It was anyone, and anyone can obviously tell you the same. Like, that's been around and all that. Like, witnessed even. It's bad. That's why I say he was a monster. Genuinely believe he was, because who in their right mind does what he did or has done ever? So has his brother. And then and I heard so did his dad. Like, bruh, I'm gonna make sure my son grows with God so this does not happen, because he is not his dad. The true father he has is our Heavenly Father, Lord, and our Heavenly Father, God. And I know he will guide my son like I will as his mother. But I know I did what was best. Obviously, God did what was best by removing his dad out of our lives, because I know how it would have been if we went back. And God always is on my butt about it, to never go back. So I'm not going back. Like, trust me, he's on my butt. Like, he even sends people to me. I'm pretty sure I've told you guys, when people would just come up and tell me, like, don't go back, it'll get dangerous. And I'd be like, like, the Lord's telling me to tell you that. I'm like, ooh. And then, you know, like, God in his own ways, he's just like constantly telling me, he's on my butt about it. He only wants what's best for me and my son. And I know if I go back, we're not making it out of that. And it's gonna be 10 times worse. Like, I thank God for always, like, even being on my butt about it. I broke a generational curse thanks to God, and thanks to obeying God, as it should and as we should all be doing. Even if you're sad about it, just trust him, trust me. Like, it was hard for me too, but I know it would have all been worth it if I just obeyed. And that's what I've done. And now I'm here and happy. And also, finally, since this is a continued video of what I couldn't finish doing, I was gonna I was gonna talk about this situation to, like, bring it out, because I just hated seeing how these girlies are being treated, like these mamas. And then I was like, damn, like, us single moms really have it bad. People just hate single moms for no reason. Like, they don't even want to know the story. Like, my friend has it all bad and she should have full custody of her son. Even I know things, and I told her, and I was like, if you need me, girl, I'm there, because I'm literally a witness. And her ex would tell me stuff, and I'm just like, bro, like, he literally would just admit to his lies and stuff. She has it so bad. Dang. I just really hope God gives her full custody. Somehow make sure she has her daughter, because that guy is a creep as much as mine. Like, dude, they defended each other because they were friends too. Her ex and my ex. Like, it's just scary what they're capable of, and what, oh my God, hers is doing too. Oops, sorry, Lord. Oh my gosh, what he would do and what mine would do, and what he's still doing, her ex is still doing. I'm just like, girl. Somehow he even manifested her and her baby passing. And I'm sorry, girly, if you see this video and, you know, maybe this is not something you wanted people to know. I'm not gonna say names, but I'm just glad she's here. But bro, it's so sick, dude. Like, someone's hate can really just manifest into something like that. Like, he said that while she still was carrying her daughter, and then bam. And I was like, bro, I would have been so mad. I know that was his fault. You know, it just did not get better after that. He's sick in the head. And I just pray for her, and I really just told God, do her right. You're fair and just God. You know she's telling the truth. She obviously has the evidence, and she showed me. Please make sure her and her daughter are safe, because she's not a good dad, and he's not a good partner. Like, everything he's doing is just so crazy wicked. Like, I wish I could tell y'all. Maybe I'll ask my friend if I could talk about that in another video, or maybe I'll have her in it. But some people are crazy. But all we can do is just let them be. Obviously, I'm not gonna hope anything bad for them, but the Lord, he does not take that lightly. He does not take that stuff lightly. So they're in the hands of the Lord. The Lord knows what to do himself. Like, I don't even gotta say anything, but I just really hope God does her right, like he's done me right. And man, people are crazy. But there was this guy who eventually posted it about that situation, and he was talking about the girl, the single baby mama trend thing that's going on, and how people were hating on like single moms, literally mainly men. And then when it came to the single dads, they were praising them. And he was like, where's that energy? Like, y'all messed up. I reposted it on my TikTok if you want to check it out, since I don't have an extra phone to show you guys a video. But or maybe I'll put the link in my description if I remember. But I was like, oh my gosh, thank you for speaking up, because no one was. I was gonna speak up for those girls, but I just couldn't because of technical difficulties. And I make YouTube videos now where I talk about stuff and devote it to the Lord and stuff. And I was just explaining like my situation kind of, and how people just assume things like the worst. And I'm just like, bruh, if someone tells you their partner is dangerous, and that especially the Lord's telling you to stay away from them, not only you, but you and your kid, for y'all to stay away, y'all gotta be dead ass real for trying to act like you did not hear the bad, really bad things they did. Still till now, they're not changing or nothing. Y'all have the audacity to say some BS to any of us who go through something like that, and be like, oh, y'all so messed up for not letting them see the baby. Like, no, bruh. If we did, it'd get worse, not only for us, but even the baby. Even the Lord says it. He tells me all the time. That's why I tell you, he don't play. He's always on my butt about that, to never go back no matter what, and to just stay away from him. Both of us. Like, it's not gonna get pretty. It's more than a feeling, like an intuition too. Like, God puts it on me. Like, no, I'm not anxious. No, I'm not nothing. It's just like something else. Like, it's just a warning to have my to always be aware, you know. And so no, y'all really need to stop that hate, bruh. No one's satisfied with anything, bruh. What did these single mamas do to y'all? Nothing. Maybe all those guys are the ones who are hating because they were rejected by one, because they did not want something like that for them or their kids, you know. Or maybe they were the deadbeat dads or whatever. But I don't know. I forgot the guy's name. I'll tag him in my TikTok. Check out the video. But I thanked him, and all the single moms thanked him too. And I thank him and every single other person who also supports us and believes us, of course. And they're not hating us for doing what's best for our kids. For not hating us for wanting to be single mothers, or the mothers who want to still like look for a good partner. Like, you guys really need to mind your own business. Y'all need to mind your own business, and instead of hating, show love, because you guys don't know what happened. If you really want to know, ask them. So yeah, thanks to that guy for really speaking up about it, and I'm glad I finally spoke up about it too. God bless him, and God bless everyone else who does not believe liars, because us single moms have it hard too. Because, oh my goodness, how do I say it? People can get so crazy. My ex's brother, I knew everything. I knew everything that guy did. Everything. My ex hid it. He was good at acting innocent. So was my friend's ex, the one I was telling y'all about. But they all the same, and what they're capable of doing is insane. Like, my ex's brother, keep in mind, he did a lot of bad stuff, from raping people. And one of my old friends who hung out with my ex eventually, and it was just all bad. Yeah, she dated my ex's brother. She got, raped by my ex's brother. A lot of stuff, it was all just bad, being forced to do things. She was Muslim too, well, she is still. But I mean, she allowed that disrespect also because she really believed that any guy could watch porn or whatever. And I'm just like, no, that's not how it works. That's how you're allowing disrespect. And you complain about getting disrespected. But anyways, it's a long story. Maybe for the book that I'm writing. No, I will talk about it. No maybes. Or maybe I'll talk about it here. But that guy even groomed kids. He was a freaking pervert and pedo because when my cousins were younger, he would be staring at them and stuff too. He told me stuff about what this little girl did to him. But then I realized over the years when I seen the type of guy he was and how perverted he was, not only with me, and not only did my ex allow it, also my friend was a witness to all that. And that's why my ex's friends did not like his brother. Because he was a creep. Not even my friend with the deadbeat ex. Neither did he like him. Like, no one did. And not to be rude or hate in a way, like, no, I don't. Out of sight, out of mind, like, that's it. I just hope he changes, but I know he won't. That's clear to me, because it's just so bad. And I'm sure I've said it. I've talked about him in one of my past videos, but my ex's brother, he did a lot. And my not that ex-best friend, but she was like my best friend. She would always ask, I would always answer, and I'd be like, be careful, because this, that, even about their family. And she would not listen. And then when he left her, so the girl he's with right now, his side piece, well, not exactly left her, he cheated on her with her. He got her pregnant and married her, okay? Like, and then my friend found out, my ex-best friend or whatever you could call her, because we were close. So not really best friend, not even my friend anymore, or was never, I guess. You get my point. She came to me crying. She was like devastated. Like, we were talking in the parking lot, and like she was so angry, and she was like, you know what happened? And I was like, what? And she was like, so and so, I'm not gonna say his name yet. My ex's brother, well, not her saying my sister. She said, oh, your boyfriend's brother, aka her boyfriend, ex at that point now. When he was leaving, he told me, like, she was devastated, as I said. She was like just angry, rageful. She was like, he had the audacity to turn around and look at me and be like, oh, by the way, everything Belen said, aka me, it was true. I was just lying to y'all. Like, I was just lying because, yeah, like, I don't, like, just to look nice and to make her look like a liar. Like, he's like, I did that in all my relationships. And I was like, nah, not really. And she's like, I was so mad because I really should have believed you. I was like, well, no one believed me, so that's fine. And it's not like I ever did anything to anyone to not believe me. It's just people believe the wrong people, and they don't believe the right people. In a sense, you know what I mean? Like, you could be a liar and people know you as a liar and they don't believe you. And you can also just be someone who's always told the truth and people just don't believe you or trust you because they just don't want to. And then they believe the wrong people. Seen that happen too much. I thank God for my discernment, because he gave me discernment, so I'm not one of those people. And when people try to make me look a fool, I'll be like, like, yeah, my ex kind of, like, not exactly did he fool me. Like, I had to settle at some point because I felt trapped. But it was just like, bruh. As I said, one day I'll get more into it. Most likely in my book, I'm gonna get super into it, and then you guys will know my story. And so I'm telling you guys, people can go to an extreme. Like, bro admitted I was telling the truth. Like, no, shoot, I always tell the truth. I'm always honest. It's just like, girl, I've been told you though. But you still didn't do anything about it. We tried to help you and everything. You didn't even want to talk to his mom. You didn't want to tell your sister. Like, her sister was super serious. Like, she's super into being a Muslim, you know? Like, she was like, committed. Like, she was mad ever since she did something bad. Like, I'm telling you, she was like, ooh, like, she'd get angry. Like, her sister would get angry. So I just never said anything to her. And I did want to sometimes just to let her know, be like, bro, like, y'all need to do something. But my friend at the time, who's no longer my friend, yeah, she was kind of scared of her, but she just didn't want to do anything because she was scared of her ex, aka my ex-boyfriend's brother. Because that guy was some guy. Like, he will come to your house and like go to your family and just tell them everything bad to make you look bad with them, even if he did something really horrible. Like, it's crazy how far people can go, is all I gotta say. And you guys need to be careful and ask God for that discernment and help. Especially if you see that someone's too innocent, because that's what he would do, that's what my ex would do, and that's what my friend's ex would do too. He still does it. My friend's ex, like, he still does it. So does my ex, and so does his brother. They don't want to change, and they're not gonna change. Like, God obviously made that clear when I made a specific prayer. I made a specific prayer. Lord, if he's not for us, if he's never gonna change, make him say this and this and this, and that he does not need you. Months later, he said exactly those words, and he's like, I don't need God, I don't need anyone. I'm changing, as I said before. He said, I'm changing, but I'm lost. Like, oh Lord. But I wasn't surprised. I was just like, okay, like I at that point, I just accepted it. I was just like, yep, you ain't for me, my son, my honey. Yeah, you might be his dad by blood, but everything you did says opposite, bro. Like, your actions and your words were as clear as day. Clear as day. I admitted so many things that I confronted him about, especially like he would say stuff like he didn't need us. And that was the day I got super mad. He was like, ever since I left, my life has been great. I have my own room. I don't sleep with you guys. I realized in these past months that I left that I don't need y'all. I don't need you or Nui. That's our son. And I'm so happy without y'all. Like, I don't even need y'all to be happy. But I love y'all.
You need to leave.
And I'm like,
Excuse me?
excuse me? That does not sound like love. And then I checked him. He's like, bruh. And then he got mad when I pointed out to him again, like, you said this and I did not like it. He's like, no, I didn't. You know how they get. Like, some people have the audacity. I don't understand it. And that was not the only time. It was multiple times. So much of him being like, yeah, I know what you say is true, but this, that, blah, 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 doing it all over again and blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm telling you guys, it was all bad. And I'm pretty sure we already talked about it before. Like, I'm sure I talked about this before in one of the other videos. But still, you'll know immediately if they're good for you or not. They'll show you their green flags or their red flags right away. If you see those red flags, just dip. Don't even try to have a relationship with this person. They're not gonna change unless they're with God and actually takes him serious. Like, yeah, like, literally don't be fooled by just that. If they say, oh, I'm with God and this and that, and they act holy, and then they'll show you eventually, like, nah, like, take your time, get to know that person. If they're with God too, you'll see it. Because someone who's not with him, like, just claims it, he'll be doing other stuff anyways too, like, for like a girl or a boy. You get my point. Because obviously it's not only girls going through this, it's like some guys are going through the same thing. It goes both ways for all of us. Girls, guys, you'll see it immediately. Green flags, red flags. Take your time, for real. But also take your time to be single. Now that I'm single, I'm gonna stay single, bro. Talking about single, guess what, guys? Not nearly everyone. Whew, families getting engaged. My cousins and stuff married, and I'm just here like, bruh. Like at first, okay, I want to talk about it because this is a great, not lesson, not testimony either. I don't know what I would say. But ever since these engagements started happening and these like marriages, the party, oh my god, my cousin's like wedding, I went to his wedding at court. It was beautiful and hot in the room, but then also hot at their reception, and it was beautiful, etc, etc. It was nice until the bouquet had to be thrown. I didn't want to get in it, but they were just like, oh, get in it just for fun. Because I was like, what? I'm not gonna be getting married with no one. Like, I literally, like, me and my son got left. And so I was like, I'm not even interested, to be honest. Like, I'm not interested in dating. So, you know, they were like, nah, just get in for fun. And I was. And it was hard that day too, because I needed help with my son, and his godfather did not want to help me. And I don't even want to get started with it because it's my own brother. Maybe that's a conversation for another video, because I need to figure stuff out with him. And he just did not want to help me. And I was just like, what? Like, he's not obligated to, but it's his responsibility, especially since he's the only father figure now that he has, other than, like, no, obviously not the only, like, God is the only one, but he also has them, like my dad and his godfather, which is my brother, his grandpa, which is my ex's stepdad, the only grandpa he has in this side, and obviously the only grandpa he has on my side, which is my dad. And bruh, I'm just confusing y'all at this point, I feel. And that's it for father figures, like, that's it. And so I was just disappointed because, you know, I just feel like I chose the wrong one, because ever since he got in his relationship, it's just something else. Like, I don't know, it's just him, or it's a relationship, or it's both. And it's just because he's my brother and he knows better. Sorry for all the kids yapping and making noise. Like, I'm really sorry. I hope you could hear me. But so I was already frustrated, you know, it was hot. I was about to do the bouquet thing, trying to see if I could catch it or not. And then my mom, like, she knows it's a sensitive topic to me, because marriage and an engagement was something I always talk about in my relationship. Good thing it did not happen, of course. Good thing it didn't. Thankful to God he stopped that for me and my son. That, like, that was just not for us. That's just, my ex was not for us. Never will be. And my mom, she came up to me, but she was being rude. Like, she thought she was joking, and she knew it's a sensitive topic to me. Like, I love you, Mom, but that was still, like, messed up. And she was like, what are you doing here? This is only for people who are together and want to get married. I was like, oh. And she's like, you don't even have anyone. He left you. I was like, oh, Lord. And then I just, like, you know, that I tried not to cry. My brother's girlfriend, like, was there, and then she seen me, and then I started crying. She's like, no, don't cry, you know, this and that. I really thank her for being there in that moment, and then for her getting my brother to talk to me. And they followed me to the couch, and I was just crying. And he was mad. My brother was mad because my mom does be saying stuff that she shouldn't sometimes. And really, like, my mom really needs to check in with God for that. Because she's also in, like, this journey, but she's also lukewarm, unfortunately. Like, I tell her, like, you really need to get with him, like I have, like, because you could go to church, but are you praying? But are you reading the Bible? Like, I get you have kids and all that, but we all, like, I have my son, and I have to find time. You know, like, even if I have to wake up earlier and all that, to just make time for him, even at night. Wait till my son sleeps, or just focus on the reading and that while he's distracted. And like, reading the Bible and praying also at night. Like, there's a lot of stuff I still want to do, of course. Like, yeah, you could go to church, but sometimes churches be fake. But even at the end of the day, it's not about everyone else. It's about serving the Lord. So I do it how I can at home, you know? Especially since I don't have a ride. Like, eventually, I want to go to church, of course. I'm not saying you shouldn't go to church. Yes, you should go to church. But find your church, the church that is good to you, that is meant for you, you know? Where you feel God's love and love with everyone there. Because there's a lot of hypocrisy in a lot of churches. But, like, my mom's doing her best. She's not a bad mom. It's just sometimes she just doesn't understand, like everyone else, that things that are evil are evil, things that are bad, and they don't change. Especially if it's like interfaith. God gives us eyes and ears to see and hear the truth. Okay, that's all I gotta say. Ask him for discernment and you'll see. If you ask him to allow you to see what is actually going on, ask him for that love and that mindfulness, you know? And I always talk to her about a lot of stuff, like about the Lord and stuff too. Like, she'll tell me and I'll tell her, you know? Like, once again, she's not a bad mom. It's just like sometimes she just says that are just things that are out of pocket, and sometimes she thinks it's a joke. But my brother was just mad, and then my mom came in. She's like, really, you're crying over that? And I was like, and my brother was like, this girl. He was like, he was, sorry, not the this girl. He was like, he was just not arguing with her, but not yelling at her either. Like, raising his voice at her, telling her, like, what you did is so wrong, this, that, you know, because it was. He's like, you know what that meant to her. And she's like, yeah, but left her, and she shouldn't be in the bouquet toss because she doesn't even have a partner. And my brother was there, and her like, bro, do you not know it's for everyone? And even the people who don't have boyfriends and girlfriends, it's for everyone. She's like, oh, I didn't know. But still, she's not with her ex. He left them, like, she doesn't have, he's not in their lives anymore. Obviously, like, good, but good that he's not. But you shouldn't say that because that's something she really wanted. And then so he was just pretty much talking for me because I just didn't want to talk to my mom in that moment. I was just upset. And then she was upset now because of that. And I was like, I just wanted to enjoy the party, bro. And then I went outside to continue to enjoy it. And then I missed the part where my cousin and his girl got the flowers. And they took pictures, and they were like, you know, everyone was like just there. And I was like, damn, I missed something that was important to me. Because, you know, as I said, family is important to me, even if they don't give me the same energy back. But if God tells me, like, they have to cut them off, then I have to cut them off. Because me and my son deserve better than someone just showing us the opposite of what they say they'll show us. And, you know, you get my point. Stop giving your energy to the wrong people, is all I'm going to say. Because there's people who deserve your energy, and there's people who don't. Because you could be giving your energy to the wrong people who don't even show it back to you. And sometimes you just gotta cut them off and then give that energy to someone who's showing you the energy you wish you got from others. And then, you know, like, just give them that energy because they deserve it. And then you'll make many bonds with many great people and meet many great people and share this love and energy with them, you know? And for me, I know eventually they'll come, and then we'll see who and who not. But I wanted to enjoy that day without none of that. But back to the topic about, because this has to do with engagements and marriages and how something that I wanted, okay, so bad. And so then they got engaged. The ones who got the ramos, congratulations to you guys. You guys know who you are. I love you guys. I love all my family. But I was like, shush, like, we already knew that. And then someone else did too. Oh my Lord, everyone I know is getting like engaged. Who's next? But then also a part of me was also sad. I was trying not to cry because dang, I'm not getting this. And then, you know, it made me so upset. Like that day I was just asking him, like the Lord, I was praying, I was asking, Lord, why is the devil trying to burlarse de mí, humiliate me, or what? Like, make me feel bad? Or are you trying to, like, teach me a lesson? Or you want me to, like, is this a healing process? Is something that I need to heal? And God was like, he pretty much told me yes. I felt like it was the devil trying to, but, you know, who knows? But God was like, this is happening because it's gonna happen. It's meant to happen, and he was not meant for you and your son. Like, I saved you from something, remember that. But I'm not saying that you're not gonna have this one day. But right now, be happy for these people. And I am. I am happy for y'all who are getting engaged, y'all families and friends. Like, congratulations. Can't wait for the weddings. And I gotta buy dresses and all. Like, I don't know how I'm gonna make money for all that. Bye, honey. Anyways, God is making this happen also because, like, I need to heal that something I really wanted. And since it's not what I got and I got something else, but it's something better than if I did get that, because it would have gotten so much worse. It did really truly make me see it in a different way, and I am healing from that, because I'm just like, no, yeah, that was not meant for me in that moment, even if I wanted it so bad. But I'm happy that everyone else is getting it, and I hope to God that they, like, they keep it serious, if they strong. Like, this unity is not only between y'all, it's with God too, and remember that. So you guys gotta take this serious, because family is forever. You gotta cherish that and cherish it with God, and come to God anytime there's ups and downs. Trust me, he'll keep you guys strong. He'll keep your family strong. You guys are a team, not enemies, okay? So congratulations again to my cousins and friends that are getting engaged. Congrats. Much love. And so yeah, it did help me a lot. Like, I prayed it, he gave me my answer. He asked this for me to heal and let go of that. And I also understood, like, he was telling me, like, it doesn't mean that's never gonna happen, but focus on you for now. Everyone else is getting engaged, yes, but heal that, because that's something you wanted back then that wasn't meant for you in that moment, in this moment, you know? And to keep moving forward with my son, and that we will get better and find better for us, even if it's just us. Like, who knows? Only the Lord knows if someone will come into our lives eventually, or they won't, you know? Sorry, y'all, my son came to me. But only the Lord knows if someone's gonna come into our lives and treat us like we deserve, or we're just gonna be, it's just gonna be us, and that's okay. And thanks to him, I healed that in me. And, you know, I just can't wait for all these weddings and stuff, and it's just exciting. And I just hope, because, oh my God, some people in my family have a nerve. I'm gonna just say that. I hope someone doesn't come with the comment that, oh, you got left with the package and everyone else is getting engaged, or some BS like that. Like, because then I'm gonna get super furious. But I just, like, I don't know, I have a feeling someone is gonna say that. But I'm just like, I hope not. Like, Lord, make sure they don't, because then I'm gonna swing on somebody. And but yeah, that's crazy. Like, so many weddings and engagements. I just hope, as I said, that they all take this serious, because there's a commitment that is sacred and important, and even the Lord says that. So be people of your words. Take it serious, y'all. No, I'm just hoping for the best for all of you, and you guys prosper with the Lord. Not only to the newly engaged family and friends, but all of you guys. Other than that, I don't really have much to talk about. The kids are more calm now. There's some things, I guess, going on, but as I said, I don't want to talk about that. But I hope eventually I figure it out. I hope all of you, whoever's watching this, are looking forward to get in this journey with the Lord, or are already in a journey with the Lord. I hope you guys are doing great. If it's getting hard, remember to keep pushing through it, that everything will be fine. You'll get through it. trust me, God, trust in God, He has your back. I hope you guys are devoting your time to the Lord. You're taking Him seriously, like He's taking you seriously always. Always remember that. To not astray from our Father, because it breaks His heart every time we do. Just like He's committed to us, we should be committed to Him. Point, period. So that's like I'm saying, I'm doing it. So trust me, it's not easy sometimes, but it's what I want. And if I keep doing it, it's all about discipline, okay? You gotta discipline yourself. Discipline yourself. Keep doing it. Remember why you're doing it. Remember you're doing it for the Lord. Always remember that. Like, I'm doing it all for the Lord. And my son will eventually too. He's just a little baby. He doesn't know anything yet. But I know we will do great things in our Heavenly Father's honor. And I can't wait to see what He has in store for us. And I'm going to keep saying it always. I trust Him so much. I trust God so much. I trust in our Lord Jesus Christ so much. And I know things will get better. Things will get better. And, you know, I just can't wait to see. And I hope to soon get a camera. Hopefully I get a camera soon and I start making money some way, somehow. Only the Lord knows how all this is gonna work. And like that my life just gets better in ways that I need things that I don't have in the moment. Like I need a car. Bruh, it's focusing on his face. Like, I need a car. Obviously, I need to make money. Like getting a job is just so hard these days. Like, why don't they want to hire anyone anymore? You know? Like, you make up your minds. Anyways, getting a job is hard. You know, just focusing on what the Lord's telling me to focus on, which is this and TikTok. And other dreams, of course, but I was like, not yet. The rest, I feel like there will be a time for everything else, you know? Like, I want to make music, there'll be time for it. Like, I'm not good at it at all. I'm super confused, but I know eventually I'll get help. And I'll figure it all out because the Lord is going to help me figure it out. As I said, I already, you know, I've been praying to the Lord and I've just left it in His hands to help me, like, guide me to know what to do next. And I'm surprised I'm still recording. You know, there's no problem right now. Thankfully, I'm serving the Lord too. And it just makes me happy because, like, if it did that again while I'm recording, I was like telling myself, Lord, I'm going to try today. But if it shows one of those, iPhone storage not available notifications, I'm going to punch my phone and I'm going to be so mad. I just prayed to the Lord. Let's just hope everything goes out well and I make this video. So this will make up for the last 2 videos I wasn't able to upload, and I'm probably going to upload this on Friday. Right now it's Thursday. Continuation of the last Thursday. And yeah, like a lot of stuff is going on. Just now, like just leaving things in God's hands that I, you know, was like worried about. Remember, the Lord says to leave worry in His hands, or things that we really can't, you know, do much about. Leave all your worries, leave all your fears, everything in His hands, and just trust Him that you'll figure it out. He'll help you figure it out. Like, you'll make it through anything and all. You just gotta trust in Him, believe, and stay strong. Don't worry about anything. Don't fear anything. Like, yeah, we're human. We'll eventually, like, you know, we will feel it. You know, we're with the Lord. But trust Him no matter what, so that faith can take over all those feelings. Because remember, you're in control, and you're only in control when the Lord is with you. Because trust me, when I did not have God with me, I was not in control of anything. And God helped me be able to be in control, to make the right choices and to know what to say. Like, I'm still not like verbally intelligent, you know, like I'm not good at speaking. Like, I sound goofy AF sometimes. Sorry about that. But stand still and worry not about anything. Trust in the Lord. Keep moving and doing all the things He guides you to do. Trust me. Do it. Well, you don't have to trust me. Trust the Lord. He's going to tell you to. Be obedient. And trust in Him always. Believe. Know it. Feel it. Because it's there. Trust me. Always trust the Lord. Like, He will never deceive us. Only the devil can. And people around us. So I just hope you guys keep living like the Lord. You keep loving like the Lord. You keep caring about the Lord, and you keep forgiving like the Lord. That you continue on about your days with the joy of the Lord in you, with the Lord guiding you to do great things. And that you guys continue to be obedient and discipline yourselves to be committed to this, because trust me, there's not something I want to walk away from again, you know? Like, life with God is really meaningless, and life with Him really just gave me purpose. And I have a will, now I know it. And there's a lot of things I know God has in store for me and planned for me. Sorry once again for the noises. And I just know everything's gonna be fine. Like, I just know. And every time now I start going to God more instead of other people. And if I'm gonna tell like people, I'm just like gonna make sure not gossip. Just be like, oh, can I get advice? Or talk about a situation, be like, is it going like this? Or am I just like, tripping? But now I just go to the Lord before I tell anyone anything. Like, I just want to talk about it sometimes to people. But I always go to the Lord about it first and be like, okay, I trust you. But maybe I shouldn't tell people stuff. But then even then, we all need to talk to someone, We always need to seek help. But there's no better help than God's help. There's no better help than our Lord and Savior's help. And I wouldn't want it any other way, of course. But you guys get my point. I don't know. I feel like the vibe in this video is not like the other ones, because honestly, the kids kind of unmotivate me a bit sometimes, because it's just like, I want to get the video done in peace. But now I gotta be like, hey, can you be quiet? Like, da, 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 da. Like, please, hush. Like, shh, stop playing with that, this, that. Don't make so much noise. Like, you guys can have fun and not make so much noise, or just sit still, but not in a messed up way at all, Mm-mm. But yeah, it's hard with kids, but I'd rather this than not have my son at all, And so I'm just grateful, like, just knowing that he's here, like him playing and all that. But I know it's gonna annoy people if they hear him, so that's why I say sorry. But it's gonna be like that, and if you don't like it, bye, honey, you can leave. But there's a reality of being a single mom. Not only a single mom, but a woman of God who is committed. Our pasts don't define us, so no. Just because I had a kid with someone doesn't mean that I can't be with God, and that, I committed a sin. Like, I did adultery. Yeah, I wanted to get married. You guys know the story, like somewhat of the story if you've already watched the other video. Like, he'd stay saying that we're gonna get married, but just as like just to lead me on, But I'm just thankful that God got us out of that situation. Now we're in a better spot, and I'm committed to the Lord. So now I'm a God-fearing woman for sure, and I want to be with the God-fearing man if there is one to come for us. Like, if the Lord sends us a good man to be not only a father, but a husband to me. And if not, that's also fine. Like, we're good by ourselves too. Sometimes it's better to be alone than accompanied by the wrong people. Keep that in mind. Mejor solas que mal acompañadas. And I'm just really happy me and my son even have the honor and opportunity to have the Lord by our side. That we're now home where we belong in the Lord's hands, his arms. Like, life is just better, except when it's hard moments and you're just like, Lord, help me, you know. And then even then, you know, I just brush it off. I won't even be like before where all stressed out. Like, without God, it was just so bad. It was just so bad, and I'm just happy it's not the same anymore. Like, me and my son are just so better off. We're doing so much better, you know, thanks to the Lord. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing great. Hope you guys have been great these 2 weeks. Nothing bad happened to you guys, and if something did, I hope you guys talked to someone or came to God first, you know, and then got help elsewhere if you need like actual help. But know that when you go to God, always, he's the best help you'll ever get, no matter what. Sometimes obviously like we need to go to the hospital or something, there's nothing wrong with that, but always come to the Lord, pray to the Lord about everything, talk to him about anything. He loves when you guys pray to him, when you guys talk to him. He loves, well, not just you guys, me too. He loves when we're just bonding with him. He just loves all that attention, like not in a pick me way, obviously, you know, like he loves us all so much that he could spend all day with us if he could, and he does. But you know, we sometimes don't spend all day with him, so that's why we gotta put all the time we can into devoting our lives to him and honoring him and make time for him, you know, because he loves us so much and he does so much great things for us, especially when we come to him for help. So always remember that we have free will. We get to choose whether we want him in our lives or not. So if you want him in your life, commit to it, commit to him. And if not, then obviously don't, but don't expect anything from the Lord. And that's not even to be messed up. It's just how it is. Like, if you don't need someone, you don't need someone. And they'll just stay out of your life. Because that's what you want. They're just like, okay, like, if that makes you happy, I'm out. And that's what the Lord does, because he loves us so much. But yeah, he's always happy to have us on, for us to even give him time. And I'm sure it excites him so much. He's always happy to have us around. Especially when we commit to him for real and have only good intentions. It makes him even happier and prouder. So with that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it might be longer than the other ones. We'll see what we'll talk about in the next video. I hope you guys do great and that you guys have a good night or morning, whatever it is that you're watching this video. Right now it's like past 12 for me, 12 a.m. and I should be asleep. The kids should be asleep. Keep in mind my brother's here, like to keep my son company, and not only that, because I'm helping my mom with him since it's gonna be baptism soon. I might record it, I might not, we'll see. But I also have to think about what I'm gonna do for my son's birthday. Hopefully I get some hopefully those who owe me money owe me the money soon, so I could see what I'm gonna do for my son's birthday. I was gonna get a new phone or camera, maybe a camera, you know, maybe, and some space, because cameras are cheaper than a phone for some reason. But we'll see. It's all in God's divine timing and in his plans. You know, whatever he says, I'm gonna do. But I'm more on the side that I'm gonna just use the money for my son and take him out on a trip or something for his birthday. So wish me luck. I'm also gonna be 23. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Not 23. Oops. I'm also gonna be 24, I mean. And another year. Like, for once, I'm actually excited that God gave me another year of life. Because I'm sure I already said it. I would have not even been here. My ex almost really got me to do what he wanted. Like, he almost had it his way. My son would have been motherless and miserable, and obviously everyone would have, like, he would have been raised awfully. I know that already. And God, obviously, he saved me and he showed me my purpose, and my son needs me, and to stop thinking the way I do and letting everyone else get to me and take advantage of my vulnerability, and to realize that my son needs me and that we're not in a good place and to keep us away from the danger, aka my ex. So this year, I'm grateful to God for saving me and for giving me another year and my son another year of life. For we are one with the Lord, and the Lord is one with us. And whatever the Lord has joined together shall never be separated. For if God is with us, no one shall ever be against us. And He reassures me that all the time. For me and my son are one with the Lord. And we have everything and all we need because we have the Lord. He's all we've got, all we'll ever need. He never left us, and we're not planning to leave Him anytime soon or ever. Hope you guys really stay consistent and committed with the Lord. And it's okay if sometimes you forget to read the Bible or pray, but make sure you don't turn it into a habit, because sometimes something is telling you to stop or not do it. That's when I say discipline yourself to do it anyways. Commit to it. Commit to the Lord. Trust me, He's worth it all. So once again, good night, good morning. Hope you guys have a great rest of your week. It is your starting of your week or the ending of your week. I hope you guys had a great week. Hope you're all doing fine. I hope God blesses you all, that He stands by your side always and protects all of you. Sending much love and hugs to all of you. May all of you be with the Lord and never depart from Him like He never departed from you. So trust in Him always. Love Him always, for He loves you. God loves you. And walk by faith and not by sight. And faith it till you make it. Because with faith, with God, anything is possible. And it is the only way for a best life, not only on earth, but in heaven. Thank you for watching and for taking time out of your day to even watch this video. It's really a blessing, and thank you so much. May God bless you all and be with all of you. Peace. Bye.